Hello everyone, this is Dharam sir here. So today we are going to start chapter 16 of grade 11 maths, which is probability. Okay, we all have learned about probability in grade 8, 9 and 10 also. So it will remain same, the terms that we are going to learn will be same, but it will be more related to the topics that we have learned in grade 11th like sets. We are going to use those terms in the chapter probability also. So let's start. Now the first point is random experiment. We have learned about random experiment in grade 10th, but we didn't learn the definition or the meaning of that one. We heard that top point that random experiment is something associated with probability. But what is an random experiment? So an experiment is called a random experiment if it satisfies the following two conditions. First, it has more than one solution, and it is not possible to predict the outcome of the experiment in advance. So it will have more than one outcomes, and it will not be possible to predict the outcome in advance. For example, if you toss a coin, we know that there are two outcomes, either head or tails, but we cannot predict it. Okay, we cannot predict that it will be head only or tail only. So such an experiment in which there are more than one outcome and which are unpredictable are called random experiment. Clear? So pause and note down the definition of random experiment. Now, with the random experiment, the term associated is called outcome. So what is an outcome? So outcome is the possible result of a random experiment. Like we just discussed the example of coin. So what are the possible results when you throw the coin? Either head or tail. So head and tail are the outcomes of the random experiment that we performed with the coin. Clear? Now what is sample space? So a sample space, we learned that capital S in grade 10th and 9th, that sample space hota hai kuch. But what is sample space? So sample space is the set of all the possible outcomes of a random experiment. Okay. For example, if you take the experiment of throwing two coins, we know that we get HH, HT, TH and TT. So the set, that is the collection of all these outcomes, that is S equals to HH, HT, TH, TT written in the form of set, is called sample space. Clear? So whenever someone says sample space, it simply means the collection or the set of all the outcomes associated with a random experiment. Clear? So pause and note down the definitions of outcome and sample space. So keeping all these points in mind, let's start exercise 16.1. And the question 1 is, a coin is tossed 3 times. So we know that when a coin is tossed, it will be head or tail. So when a coin is tossed 3 times, we get 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8 outcomes. So possible outcomes will be all heads, 2 heads and 1 tail, 1 head and 2 tails, and all tails. So all heads means triple H, 2 heads means HHT, STH and THH, 1 head and 1 tail means HTT, TST and TTH, and all tails means triple T. So the sample space, that is the collection of all these outcomes, that is S equals to HHH, HST, HTH, THH, STT, TST, TTH and triple T will be the sample space for the experiment. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Next we have question 3. A coin is tossed 4 times. Okay, so we know that a coin is tossed, we have either head or tail. So when a coin is tossed 4 times, the total outcomes will be 4 times 2, that is 2 power 4, 16. Now the possible outcomes will be all H, yani ki H, 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 3 heads and 1 tail, that is triple ST, HSTH, STHH and THH. 2 heads and 2 tails, so double S double T, STST, STTH, THST, TSTH, double T double H. 1 head and 3 tails, so S triple T, TS double T, TTST, triple TH, and all tails, that is 4 times T. So the collection of all these outcomes will give us the sample space S. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Next is question 5. A coin is tossed and then a die is rolled only in case a head is shown on the coin. So like we are throwing a coin. If it is head, we will throw a dice. But if it is tail, the experiment stops. So we have two possibilities, that either it will be head or tail. So if it is tail, it stops. But if it is head, we are throwing a dice to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So we have total 7 outcomes. One is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 and 7th is 10. So the collection of all these outcomes will be the sample space. So S is H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 and T. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 7. One die of red color, one of white color and one of blue color are placed in a bag. One die is selected at random and rolled. Its color and number on its uppermost face is noted. Describe the sample space. So we have the red die as R, white as W and blue as B. And the number on the uppermost face of the die are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So with red we can have R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6. With white we can have W1, W2, W3, W4, W5, W6. And with blue we can have B1, B2, B3, B4, B5, B6. So total we are getting 18 outcomes. 6 each for red, white and blue. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 9. A box contains 1 red and 3 identical white balls. 2 balls are drawn at random in succession without replacement. Write the sample space for this experiment. We have 1 red and 3 identical white balls. So when the first ball drawn is red, the second will be white. When the first ball drawn is white, the second is either red or white. So taking red ball as R and white ball as W, the sample space of the experiment can be RW, WR or WW. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 11. Suppose 3 bulbs are selected at random from a lot. Each bulb is tested and classified as defective or non-defective. Write the sample space of this experiment. Now the number of bulbs is 3 and each bulb is classified as D or N. So total possible outcomes will be 3 times 2, that is 8. Now with defective we can have defective or non-defective. So again with the second defective we can have defective or non-defective, and with non-defective we can have D or N. Similarly if the first is N, then we can have ND, NN, or you can see the total outcomes. So we can write as triple D, double DN, DND, DNN, NDD, NDN, NND and triple N. So these are the collection of all the possible outcomes of the given random experiment. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 13. Number 1, 2, 3 and 4 are written separately on 4 slips of a paper. The slips are put in the box and mixed thoroughly. A person draws 2 slips from the box one after the other without replacement. Describe the sample space for the experiment. Now we have to describe the sample space for this experiment. So on the first draw we will get the numbers 1, 2, 3 or 4. Now with 1 we can have 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4. Same with 2 we can have 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. So total we are getting 4, 3 are 12 outcomes. So the sample space will be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Move to question 14. An experiment consists of rolling a die and then tossing a coin once if the number on the die is even. We will toss a coin, die, and we will toss a coin if the number on the die is even. If the number on the die is odd, the coin is tossed twice. Write the sample space. Now if the outcome of the rolling die is even, that is 2, 4 or 6, then a coin is tossed only once. Okay, so we have the possibilities H or T on one throw. So we have 2S2T with the even number 2, 4H4T with the even number 4, 6S6T with the even number 6. Now second case is if the outcome is odd, that is 1, 3 or 5, then the coin is tossed twice. So the possible outcomes on throwing the coin twice are HH, HT, TH and TT. So on the odd throw we have 1H, 1HH, 1HT, 1TH, 1TT. 3HS, 3ST, 3TH, 3TT, and 5HH, 5ST, 5TH, 5TT. So the required sample space will be S equals to 1HT, 1HH, 1TH, 1TT, 2H, 2T, 3HH, 3ST, 3TH, 3TT, 4H, 4T, 5HH, 5ST, 5TH, 5TT, 6H and 16. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 16. A die is thrown repeatedly until a 6 comes up. What is the sample space for the experiment? Now let A denote the outcome 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, that is not 6, and B denote the outcome 6. So since 6 can turn up in any number of first, second, third or fourth, so the sample space will be, if it is in the first row, only B. If it is in the second row, so AB. It can be double AB, triple AB, 4 times AB, 5 times AB and continue. It will be an infinite set. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. With this we end the exercise 16.1. So solve the remaining sums of the exercise and also the examples given before the exercise. Thank you and all the best.